Good evening, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome everybody to the video portion of the Stephen Cartwright Show. And I just wanted to come on tonight, and I wanted to make this video. And the video tonight is going to be derailment of your future. Um, First and foremost, this video is going to be primarily for young men from 18 to 30 years old. You know, these things we have to start talking to our young men about. And I make it for 18 to 30 years old. I don't uh, talk to children that is younger, that's younger than 18, not without the parents' consent. So uh, that is up to the parents when they're that young to be able to influence their kids the right way. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to young people, remember, from 18 to 30. And this is also to, for older people. Let's talk about derailment of your future. We want to talk about this here. We're going to say first and foremost, one of the number one things that, that can really, we're going to start out on that can really directly affect your future. There's many things, but we're going to go here. Is young men. We're talking about young men. When you go out and you have children too soon, you be out there and you get a young girl pregnant in your teens, or you get a young lady pregnant and you at a young age like that, between age 18 and 30, whichever the case may be, that affects your life. That is something that all young men and all fathers should be talking to your children about at a very young age. And I'm here to talk to you young men about doing that. Girls are going to be there. Girls are going to be around. But if you get one pregnant and you get careless with it, you are on the hook for 18 years. The things that you planned out for your life and the path that your parents laid for you is disrupted. Having children can derail. It can put you in the poorhouse from Jump Street. It can do it to you. That's the reason why it was a difficult subject when I talked about the modern woman and the attorney general, the modern woman and the child support system. These are things I believe that all young men should be avoiding. You don't want your life intertwined like that at such a young age. You'll never be able to reach your full potential. And listening at these people talking about, nothing won't hold you back unless you let it. No, don't listen at these people, because this stuff will hold you back. This stuff will destroy your life. This stuff can keep you poor all your life. It can definitely keep you from prospering. No, it will keep you from prospering. Promise you that. When you can't no longer pursue the dreams that you have for yourself and the path that your parents laid for you, because you have to stop and take some type of mediocre job in order to support a child that you were not ready for, and you have no power, and you have no choice whether if that woman wants to have that girl wants to have the child or not. If you say that she can make you a father, whether if you like it or not. 18 years is a long time. You have a child when you're 18. You'll be 36 years old by the time you get done. You have to remember, I know people, and I'm talking to young people, I know men right to this very day that has never seen their full paychecks. They don't know what it's like to see all of their own money. They don't know this. And these are the things that you should avoid experiencing at a young age or any time in your life, because we all know you should be raised in a house with your mother and your father in the house with you. It can keep you poor all of your life. Having children too soon. And we're going to talk about even younger men that's growing up. We're going to talk about the type of girls that you should be staying away from. Stay away from girls that's got too many friends. Because one thing you young men has got to remember, if that young lady, if that girl's got too many friends, her friends is going, her friends is going to have more influence over her than you are. You got to remember, that's a whole lot of miles going up against one. That is something that us as men, we have to start talking to these young men about. We got to start teaching them how to move in the world so they don't get caught up. And if your son is in the household, time to start running some of these girls off. We can't always start approaching this thing with a soft mind, with an easy way to go. Because how important is your child's future? How important is their future are to you? I know, I'm going to tell you right now, when I was raising my two children, I ran all of my daughter's boyfriends off. I ran all of my son's girlfriends off. And I told them, and I told them, and I teach them, and I would talk to them about derailing the things that could derail their lives. The things that could derail their lives. And us as parents, we have to start talking to them more. And we have to start cracking down and watching their activities. And I say this to you young people. Stay on the path that your parents laid for you. And heed their warnings about the world. Forget what these women are talking about. Because when it comes down to women, that's a whole nother ball game, man. That's a whole nother ball game, young people. Especially you young men. This is for young men. And older men to step harder in the game. We got to step our game up as young. This is for the older men. We got to step our game up with these young men. We got to warn them. We have to teach them what's going on, because the women ain't gonna do it. The women want them nice and derailment, and they want you. And like I said, like I told you, you can find yourself in servitude, young people. You can find yourself a part of the modern day slavery. That is one thing when I talked about the modern woman. The modern woman and the child support system. That was a difficult subject. And it'll take a person with a straight, narrow mind to understand where I was coming from, because you have to understand, women have plans. They have plans. They have to start getting it early. And that manipulation stage kicks in on them. And they will use you, especially as a young man, to always keep moving, to try to level up all the time. This is in their nature. Young men must learn while you're young. You must become savvy to this. Is that you're vulnerable while you're young, and you do not catch the full grasp of things until you start hacking around 30 or hacking around 35 years old. So I tell you now, heed my warning. Heed what I'm telling you. If that girl tells you, oh, I'm taking something, I'm not going to get pregnant, because I'm not going to tell you something I'm not going to tell my own son. If that girl say that to you, put something on. And if she just says that, there's nothing going to happen, it don't make no difference. Put something on anyway. Because one slip up, you put it in her hands, whether if she's going to make you a father or not. You must understand this. And I'm not telling you something that I did not tell my own son. My own son. And I also, too, warned my daughter about Pookie, Ray Ray, Day Day, Tay Tay, and Doodaddy. I warned her too, but this is mainly for the boys. This ain't for the girls. And men, and just to the older men, we have to teach our young men not to take on women with children. Only under special circumstances, and we must teach them what this is once they are older. They got to be much older. I say you don't take it. It has to be a special case, such as like she's a widow, and it depends on what kind of widow. The dude there, they go out there and get himself killed and left her here on this planet to raise his kid by herself? Or was it a man because he was sick and he was ill? Was it work-related, car accident? We have to know these things. We have to teach our young men to do due diligence. Because a lot of these ladies and women out there, they don't want to be questioned, but we must question them, and we must insist that they tell us the truth. What type of widow are you? Because taking care of another man's child it is so incredibly thankless. And we should teach our sons, you do not take on that responsibility lightly. That is something we should not take on lightly. And let me tell you something else too, young men and older men. You get with a woman, this is for older men and younger men. Another trick I see a lot of women play, and they'll do this too. Oh, let's adopt a child. Mm-mm. You don't adopt no child with her for these reasons alone. They want to adopt that child for money, not for the child's welfare. And that is a contract you cannot get yourself out of for the next 18 years. That's a way of entrapment also for older men. Don't do that. These women are cunning. And if you leave, they can still stick you with child support. Doesn't matter, they're going to throw it in your face. This is something that must be understood, and we must teach our sons this. Don't get all off in your feelings about it. You should think it through. Think it all the way through. Women are up on a purpose from the moment that they do it because time is against them. But that ain't our problem. Us as older men, we have to start teaching our young men how to move in the world. And us as old, this is something we must understand. And a lot of this stuff, we can bring it to a cease and desist. We'll start having more successful young men because of it. And if that young lady, I'm going to tell you young men, y'all get up there. This young lady got too many friends. She is loudmouthed. Leave her. Do not be afraid to let her go. So what if she can go out there and get another guy? You can get another girl too. She may do it. It's not going to be like what she think it is. This is something that us as older men, we have to start sharing the knowledge with these young men in order to keep them up. Because to you younger men, your future is important. Your future is very important. And right now, we don't have like the type of jobs that I do for a living. We don't have the people that's going to be able to come back and fulfill these jobs and be able to fulfill this. But you can be destined for something much more higher when you are on a path that your parents laid for you and that your mind that can increase itself, increase that up on its own. Because I don't know no parent that want to see their child poor and going through the court system. Go and listen at my video, The Modern Woman and the Child Support System, the Attorney General. Go back and look at my video, Dumbing Down Children. Go back and look at my videos. People that don't respect you. People that's one for people that don't respect you and people that do respect you. But these women see you as a cash machine and they see you as weak. See, when you young, you don't know. You weak on the inside. You weak for that girl and you don't realize that 15-minute screw can cost you 18 to 20 years of your life and can keep you in the dumps on earth. That can keep you poor all your life. You'll never reach your full potential. The overwhelming majority don't. And you got some girl up there messing with you just because she have a child by you all your life. And you have to remember this too, also too, young men. Once you go into with the Attorney General, you're under the threat of jail, wage garnishments, you buying insurance, and you could even rise to the level even of your death. We don't count out anything. And this is something you must take very seriously. And us as older men, we have to start hipping these young men on. And we must insist that they take us seriously. Because these girls are not. The only thing they're going to look at them as a stepping stone. And that's all. They just see you as a stepping stone. They may get with you, but they're looking for something higher than you. Something we have to start teaching our young men. Just the truth. And more likely, and then you're going to lose your child. Don't be going out there and having children early, young men. Build your lives. You have to learn to start going to bed and laying down, and your thing is hard. Or you Indian, it don't even have to be like that either. I'll tell a joke. Beat your meat. Do it. Just don't get caught. You know what happens in the men world. If you get caught, you'll never live it down. Oh my goodness. Woo! But you can already know, I can hear these girls right now. I can't stand him. He make me sick. Don't listen at him. Yeah, you should. Because what I'm telling you can save everything. This can't hurt you. None of it can. All right, young men, older gentlemen, let's start telling our kids what's up. Showing them how to spot things. Time to hip them on. And stop them from looking at them as an opportunity. And start hipping them on the correct way where they going to have to respect these young men. Hip them on to what their games is. Gentlemen, ladies, I'm about to bring this video session to my video screen to an end. Let's start getting our sons and getting our boys up to snuff. Making them savvy. Yeah, you might have a fine behind, but now I pass. Because you don't know what's going to come in your future either. Watch that too. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm fixing to bring this into my video portion of my video portion of my show to a close. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Smash, destroy that subscribe button. More Gorilla content is going to come out. It's just getting everything in order. We love y'all, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope that a lot of you young men can take this knowledge and apply it to your lives. And you older guys out there, let's hip them on. Ladies and gentlemen, from this is the Stephen Cartwright Show. And I'm the host of the Stephen Cartwright Show. And of course, peace out. Love y'all, ladies and gentlemen. And good luck, young men. Be back with more videos.